Alright guys, this is the tech video on how to upgrade an existing DirecTV customer. Alright, this will be a private video and only techs will be able to see it, so whatever information is on here will not be seen by the general public. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, guys, is open up Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. Alright, we're going to go type in retailer.directv.com to get to our login. Alright, just so you know, if you get a pop-up message right here that says pop-up blocked, you need to go up to your top corner. Usually you'll see a little icon there, and you need to allow all pop-ups from this website. Alright, once you do that, we're going to put in our login. I will give you guys the login information, but it's always the same for all of us. So it's CABL 0246. Alright, our password is tax17 pads, capital T A X, number 17, and pads, capital P A D S. Alright, then we're going to hit login. Once we log in, alright, you'll see this main DirecTV page. You can just close this little pop-up that comes up. Alright, over here on the left corner, you'll see this, all these options. We're going to hit place sales order. Alright, name, we're going to put my name for now, Woo, and employee number 773. Guys, as we set up your accounts, you will be issued an employee number, and you'll put your employee number there. The information above will always pop up. This is who is our DirecTV supplier. So since this is upgrading an existing customer, what we're going to do is in this customer information line, you go all the way to the right and you should see a tab for search for existing customers. Go ahead and click that, and this will pop up. So there's two ways to search for the customer. You can either use their account number and their last name, or the other way is to use their last name, phone number associated with the DirecTV account, and their zip code. The zip code will be their service address. So if you put in their zip code and it doesn't work, ask them if they change their service address to a different campground, and that is the zip code we need to use to search for the account. Alright, so for this example, we do have the customer's account number. So customer's account number, right, last name is Pyburn. Yep, that's it. Alright, so once we got the last name in there, we're going to go ahead and hit the search button. It's going to search for the customer, and if the information is correct, we should see it load up here in a second. Verify with the customer, if he's in front of you, that the address here is correct and that he is the right person, and then go ahead and hit select customer at the bottom left. Alright, at this point, what we're going to do is scroll down. This is just loading up the customer's information page. We're going to hit the continue button at the bottom. Alright, again, this page really not important to us. Hit continue. What you'll see on the right side is what the customer's account is already. It shows you that he's got the extra package at the top, and these are different things that are on his account, and it shows, you know, different receivers that are on here. Alright, so this will be the current monthly charges. Once you guys add stuff in, the estimated monthly charges, you'll see the price change. So if you scroll down a little bit, Matt, you can see that at the bottom it's $157 still. After we add receivers, you'll see that this number will change. Customer is going to get HD receivers, so follow the line over to quantity, and we're going to choose 2. Alright, guy, I want you to go scroll all the way to the top of the screen. Guys, if you look up here at the very top bar, it says no errors. If you guys have any issues where you put the wrong equipment or there's something that's not going to work, it's going to give you some errors at the top. So just be aware of that. And when you go to confirm order, it won't let you confirm if whatever you put in doesn't match properly. All right, so I want you to scroll down. If you were putting in genies, so if you had chose Genie at the top, when you come down here, this is where you would choose Genie Mini, and again, you would adjust the quantity accordingly. All right, now move down a little bit. All right, right over here, these are the receivers that are already on his account. All right, so when you look up his account, and if he wasn't sure if he had the Genies at home already, this is where you would check, and we can see that he's got Genies at home, which means he can't have Genies on his coach. The Genie, there's only one Genie allowed per account, so he would have to start up a new account if he wanted Genies in his coach. So also, if he had old receivers that were upgrading, so if he already had 2 receivers in his old coach and they were out of date and he wants to put in a newer one, we would come over here, and where it says action, click action. You would press replace if we were replacing it. This customer is just going to be adding 2 more receivers to his account, so we won't be replacing anything. But if he does have it, what you guys need to do is find out the card number of the old one. That way we can replace it with the correct one. So basically we would be removing that receiver off his account, and then we would be replacing it with the new one. So because this customer is not doing that, all we're going to do is make sure that our quantity is correct for the receivers we have. And again, over here, if you look, the total of his current was 157. His new current estimated total is going to be 171 because of the additional receivers. All right, so from here, what you want to do is scroll back up to the top of the screen and come over to the confirm order icon and confirm the order. As you can see, we just got kicked out again, and this happens quite often. Super annoying. Having the newest Internet Explorer does help, tax 17 pads, to reduce this, but I'm gonna warn you guys right now, you will be kicked off all the time and you will be cursing this website off. So again, back to incomplete orders. Look for the customer we were just working on, and it actually should leave us off where we were. Nope, it didn't. All right, so continue. We're gonna have to do those same steps again. Guys, if you look down here on the bottom right corner, there is a timer. You have a timer for how fast all this stuff needs to go in. So if you don't beat that timer, it'll also kick you out. So what we're gonna do again, we're gonna go to DirecTV HD receivers, because that's what the customer wants, just a standard receiver. We're gonna choose 2 of them because that's he wants 2. All right, at this point, we already overlooked everything. We spoke with the customer, explained to him changes and charges. All right, and then we're gonna confirm order. All right, once we confirm order, this is just a quick review of everything that's on there. Just verify that the old total and the new total are gonna be correct as the previous screen, and you're gonna go back up. Again, we're gonna look to see that there are no errors, and go ahead and submit the order. All right, so at this point here, if you look at it, you got the customer's information. It'll show you the charges for the 2 receivers. Because it's not promotional, this price right here will have to be paid today. And right here is where you could put the receiver ID numbers. So you would get your 2 receivers and you put your ID numbers here. Now you can skip this step for now and you could put them in later during activation. It really doesn't matter for now, because we don't have the equipment here yet. We're just gonna leave that part blank. All right, so if you come down here, you could explain to the customer, hey, we're adding 2 more receivers, so on your first month's bill, you'll see additional $14 charge. All right, as you move down over here, credit card. So, you know, the receivers today have to be paid for. So if the billing address is the same, click on same as billing address. And because it's all blocked off, I will go ahead and let him do it while he's putting these numbers in. CVV code. Alright, so after we do that, you come down here. Really shouldn't be anything else to do on here. And you're going to go ahead and hit continue. You can see the hardware information is still blank. It is not necessary yet, but if you don't do it here, you must do it on the activation. So make sure that it gets done. So if you have the equipment next to you already, go ahead and put all the equipment information in. Usually when you put the receiver ID number in, everything else will auto-populate. Alright, so at this point, we can see everything's processed. If you have access to a printer, you can print it and give it to the customer. What I want you guys to look at, go up to the top of this screen, Matt. Over here is the customer information. Alright, now when you do a new install, it's very important that you get the account number. Alright, DirecTV account number is right there. Write that down. You will need it for activation. Even for upgrade, customer probably gave you this number. Write it down because you will need it for activation. Alright, very important. So we're going to close out of this, and now we are done adding the receivers onto the existing customer.